Captain John here. Today we are talking about how we're going to protect our motors. So if you notice here as a Mercury partner, I have two 225 Mercury V6s on the back of the boat. And then what I'm more worried about right now because of our trolling is my Pro Kicker. So this 15 horse Pro Kicker, what happens is when we get a downrigger and we're dragging a lot of line, a lot of times Jerry and I, you want to come give me a hand, Jerry? Grab that line. We put out 400 feet of line out. You know, we're running, you know, sometimes a braid when we're running a downrigger out there when we're fishing deep water. And we get a little concerned about it getting a little close to the prop, you know, which is an ugly thing to get a bunch of braid wrapped up in a prop, as I'm sure most people know. So what happens is you make typically a turn, you know, to keep everything out of it. You can see that as it angles over, it gets pretty close to the prop. And that's a concern, you know, we don't want to wind anything up in there. And the other thing too is sometimes you just get an offset current. You're trying to fish down the line and the current's blowing it over and you'll be dragging it that close just because of the current flow over it. So it doesn't really affect the other motors, but it does affect the kicker. So what we're doing is we're going to install a Max prop saver on there today. So this is heavy duty stainless steel to make various models. This is a Model 1 which fits the Pro Kicker. It really does protect it, so nothing can get in here on the side of it. It bounces on the bottom, it can't hit the prop, you know, any of that kind of stuff. So it's a really good design. It's real easy to install. They give you all the hardware. There's 5 bolts, drill 5 holes and bolt it up and you're done. So kind of lines up on the motor. You can see we'll put it on here. It's going to sit here just like that. You kind of want to center it in the center of the ring for the prop, and then you're just going to go in here and punch your holes and line it up. Now, as you can see when you come in here, it's going to not allow anything to get into the prop at all. It's about impossible for that to happen. So also fishing lines, all that kind of good stuff. So we'll go ahead and get her installed. Okay, so we got it on here. We got it lined up. You can see the prop is in the center now. It's not going to hit anything. It's way away from the edge where it's going to attach to the skeg. We got a spot there. Got plenty of room for it to mount us up against it. So the next thing we're going to do is mark our holes.
We can do one at a time.
Okay, so you got the pilot hole drilled. Now we're going to go ahead and put the regular size hole in.
Right on.
All right, match the bolt.
Okay, we're just tightening things. These are 1/4-inch stainless steel bolts with nylock nuts, 7/16 socket, and a 7/16 box end wrench.
Okay, so the last thing we got to do is put in a hole in the skeg to hold the bottom piece right in here, and then we'll be done.
Okay, the last part is just drilling through here, through the skeg.
Okay, we got our final nut in on the skeg. You can see it's pretty clean installation. The whole thing is pretty easy to do. You got the 4 bolts up top. Come over here and you can see on the other side, you got 1 nut that comes through there. Like I said, you can see this is really heavy stainless steel. It's gonna last a long time, good quality. And it's looks good too. All right, so we got our prop saver totally installed. The 4 bolts up here, 1 bolt down below. There's no way anything can get in there. If you take your fishing line or your braid here, can't get into this system at all. So definitely a good upgrade for us because we do a lot of trolling. If you're interested in Max Prop Saver, for your boat. They make them in all different sizes for different motors. I'll put the link down below. You might want to give it a try.